Okay, so welcome to Mount Maunganui. It's currently 7:09 in the morning or so. I'm a bit tired now because I woke up at about 4:30 or so, but I came and saw this incredible sunrise. Welcome then to New Zealand.
I've been thinking that you've been searching for time. It ain't right. All this wanting is all just a wasting.
The first few days of being in New Zealand itself, I was in Auckland because I booked a few gigs and then I ended up getting a few more. But I was staying in a hostel. Oh, there's a bug on the camera, it looks really cool.
Not time, it's passing by.
So the hostel itself, if you saw my Don't Know Why cover by Nora Jones,
Catching on the road alone, my heart is dry.
you would have seen the room. It was a lovely room. It had about 12 beds, I think. But my bed was ridden with fleas, so I came back with massive bites. And since then I've got bitten by mosquitoes, so I'm just an influx of swelling and bites right now. That was Auckland for 4 days. I did 4 gigs, so back to back. This is not a British sheep. Repeat, this is not a British sheep. Crazy thing that happened today. Sure, sheep diarrhea. Rad. I'd arrived, I think, a day after Grace Mullane had been murdered, so it was pretty tense. I think it was more the fact that the people there, they were kind of keeping themselves to themselves. It's a really multicultural place, Auckland. Very, very Asian, but also just a mixture of all sorts of people from all over the world. But it felt like in that place, they were a bit too scared to talk to one another because they didn't know whether or not they knew each other's languages, kind of thing. So met a load of interesting people, lots of musos. And I do want to take a moment because this thing that I'm doing right now, it isn't a holiday. It really doesn't feel like it, as amazing as it is. And it's not a work trip either because I haven't been gigging non-stop or leading worship or anything like that completely. It's kind of been in between, and I'm so grateful for everyone who donated and well, who's just supported me along this journey, because it's insane to think that there are people who are rooting for you around the world, let alone, you know, part of your family. I mean, family, you gotta kind of root for whoever, although I wouldn't say my mum is my biggest fan, and she would agree with that. She's been a very good critic all my life, which helps. Anyway, I just do want to take a moment and say thank you before I go on about how incredible this time's been. I haven't taken any speck of it for granted, and I really hope and pray that I haven't either. But it's just been an absolute wild journey. So I got a bus to Hamilton, so that's where my friends live. I grew up with them for a bit in Afghanistan, and so it's so good to touch base with them. They run a college called East West, which is a kind of Kiwi version of All Nations, which is where I live at the moment, where Dad is the principal. And so I've got my own little apartment, which is crazy. I feel so blessed to be part of their family for this time. I've actually only got 3 days left here. Well, technically 4 because I woke up super early. Did I tell you that I summited that 3 times? They have this thing, part of the community within Hamilton, which is awesome, and it's called Trees at the Meteor, and that's where, and I'll insert clips now because I'm clever like that and I've learnt, where you go around this incredible exhibition, and there are loads of trees created by local artists, families, you know, all these community groups and stuff. They're all trees representing different things, and then you get to judge which one is your favourite, and then there's some sort of prize draw at the end, I think. And I was just kind of thrown into it. So the brilliance of of just being part of family and not being, you know, a tourist or whatever, is that you can really get into the life here. And so I went on the first night and got talking with some people, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally up for helping out, you know, I'm used to that. And so I ended up helping set down on the last day, which was really fun. But also on the last 2 days, I ended up playing, so I had like 4-hour sets on this suspended kind of stage. It was secret, it was hiding behind a tree, but it was super cool. And Jojo and Geordie, so those are the 2 Campbell boys out of 3, they were doing loads of coffees and stuff. So I have had so much coffee in the evenings lately, and I don't think it's had much effect on me, to be honest. It's been wonderful. I've got to savour the beautiful roasting of the bean. But that's what I've done, and I think that might be a bit uptight when I get back to the UK. But that leads me on to my next point. It's so chilled out here. Why can't we be more chilled in the UK? It's unbelievable. They're just, you know, like, they're kind of the people you wish you could have the persona to be. They're just chilled. They're just like, you know, they are non-confrontational, which is sometimes annoying coming from a British point of view, because they won't say the things that they really want you to do, so you kind of wean it out of them. But it's truly, I mean, we talk about culture a lot, me and you, me and most people. I like talking about culture. I don't know, maybe it's because they always have Christmas at summertime, but it's just like, I can go around in bare feet everywhere. There are topless men just walking in and out of supermarkets. People wear pyjamas in public, which is fantastic. I'm so happy about it. They use words like chur and bruh and stoked and togs, which means swimming costumes, and all good. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of crazy things. There have been a lot of outdoors experiences. So I'm actually right now on a 24-hour off the grid moment. So welcome to my world. And I just took myself off and went to Tauranga. I think that's where I am. I'm just kind of being and reading and hiking and swimming with my clothes on accidentally. It's crazy, the people that I've met and came across, you know, earlier in my travels in a completely different city, in the same country, and then they're staying in the same hostel room. Like, what? Also, on a hostel point, I have now come to the conclusion that actually hostels are just very varied, because the one I'm in now is brilliant. It's so nice. I've had loads of chats with people already, and I've only been there for probably 6 hours in total. Oh, it's just, I mean, I'd happily live in that hostel. I'm just going to listen to the waves, and then I'm going to insert some random clips that might not mean anything, but it's of New Zealand, so enjoy. I think my perspectives at the moment, the thing is, I'm staying with the Campbells who I knew when I was younger, living overseas, and they know me from that phase of life, I guess, my family at least. But if I was to come back here, what would the need be? Because I want to make a difference, I want to change the world and be a culture changer at that. So, Cherborough for now. I'll leave you to it. I hope you have a great day, night, or whatever time it is with you. Time difference is so crazy. It's now at the moment 8 PM in the UK. So 8 PM on Thursday night. It's now Friday morning with me. So happy Friday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Amen. There's a clipper in there. Sorry. That's the sun that we saw rise today. Ah, no, it's cool. I'm gonna probably edit this on the plane on the way to China, so you won't see this for a bit. But time travel, eh? See ya.